With golden sand beaches, tangled palm trees touching the sky, and a relaxed atmosphere, Goa stands in stark contrast from the other bustling urban destinations in India. Even just a short visit to this beach paradise feels like a vacation within a vacation. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 rated attractions and places to visit in Goa. Before we begin though, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more awesome travel guides and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you know when we publish a new video. So now let's cut to the chase. And at number 10, Mahadev Temple. Located just 12 kilometers north of Molem, Mahadev Temple gives tourists a chance to see a structure that has been standing since the 12th century. Its remote location helped it survive centuries of conquests by the Portuguese and Muslim colonialists. Legend has it that the Black Basalt Temple, which was built to honor Lord Shiva, has a resident king cobra. Step inside to see the detailed work of artisan carvers, including the lotus flower on the ceiling. At 9, it's Braganza House. See what houses in Goa looked like during the 17th century at Braganza House, a historical mansion that flanks the village square in Chandor. It's divided into an east and west wing, both of which are available for tourists to poke around at their leisure. No, put that down please, it's breakable. The east wing is home to members of the Pereira Braganza family. It boasts a massive ballroom with an impressive marble floor, along with a small chapel that contains one of St. Francis Xavier's fingernails, of all things. This part of Braganza House also brims with antiques and international artifacts, and fingernails. The west side preserves the original grandeur of Braganza House. Owned by the Menezes Braganças, the museum-like space features an expansive library with 5,000 leather-bound books from the private collection of journalist Luis de Menezes Braganza, who played an important role in the Goan independence movement. Tourists can also see breathtaking Belgian glass chandeliers, antique portraits of the family, and Chinese porcelain. But don't drop the teacups, please. At number 8, Church of Our Lady of the Immaculate Conception. Make your way to the laid-back city of Panaji to visit another one of Goa's historic churches, the Church of Our Lady of the Immaculate Conception. The pristine white church, which dates back to the early 17th century, stands atop a zigzagging staircase that resembles the tiers of a wedding cake. Its perfectly symmetrical Portuguese Baroque architecture is a sight to behold. At night, twinkle lights make the church look like something out of a fairy tale. While not ornate, the church's interior boasts bright, colourful decorations. Tourists can see the elegant main altar and gilded pillars with elaborate carvings. Vines of blue and white blossoms often adorn parts of the vaulted ceiling around various holidays. December the 8th marks the Festival of Our Lady of the Immaculate Conception, a major holiday at this church by the same name. Swing by to see it decked out in tons of colourful lights. And at 7, Anjuna Market. Goa is home to a ton of markets, but none offer the liveliness or selection of products found at Anjuna Market. For roughly 50 years, hundreds of vendors have been setting up shop on Anjuna Beach every Wednesday to tempt free-spirited travellers with hippie-inspired trinkets and souvenirs. Yeah, man. Ornate textiles, woven bikinis, sculptures of deities, dream catchers, hammocks, magnets, t-shirts with sassy slogans, beaded jewellery, toys, you name it, you can probably buy it here. But even if you don't want to shop, you should still make a point to visit Anjuna Market for the sightseeing. The flea market is a swirling array of colourful wares, salespeople driving hard bargains, big bags of fresh spices and street food galore. The vibe alone is one of the reasons why Anjuna Market is one of the top places to visit in Goa. At 6, Dudhsagar Falls. Aquatic adventures go beyond the beach in Goa. The state is also home to Dudhsagar Falls, a spectacular 4-tiered waterfall that towers some 310 metres above the earth. It's one of India's tallest waterfalls and a perpetually popular attraction for day trips around Goa and Karnataka. To reach the falls, you'll need to make your way to the village of Kollam by taxi or train. Depending on which train route you take, you may get a glimpse of Dudhsagar Falls along the way. Then you'll hop aboard a shared jeep through the jungle, passing Devil's Canyon along the way. Sounds ominous. Around 45 minutes later, you'll scurry over some boulders to finally reach the falls. The best time to visit Dudhsagar Falls is right after the monsoon, when the water is gushing. Tourists who wish to take a dip can rent a life jacket from vendors at the attraction. No insurance, I guess. Oh, there's a hot tip though. Only 300 jeeps are allowed to enter Dudhsagar Falls every day, although tour operators have been requesting to increase the capacity during high season. Make reservations in advance or prepare to wait in long lines if you wish to visit. And now, at 5, Basilica de Bom Jesus. While many tourists visit Goa for the beaches, countless others consider the trip to be a pilgrimage to important religious sites, like the Basilica de Bom Jesus. This old Goa attraction dates back to the late 16th century and contains the remains of St. Francis Xavier. The Apostle of the Indies co-founded the Society of Jesus religious order with friends St. Ignatius Loyola and spearheaded an extensive mission in India. The basilica has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1999. The modest yet imposing structure is a mix of Doric, Corinthian and Baroque style with intricate carvings. Interestingly, the building was stripped of its lime plaster in the mid-20th century, making it the only church in Goa without plaster. The Basilica de Bom Jesus has since become worn by monsoons. You can tour the church on your own or hire one of the independent guides near the entrance for a small fee. Inside, you can see huge ornamental screens along with the body of the resident saint in a casket that was once covered in precious stones. It's a compelling place that will transport you back in time. Every year, the Feast of St. Francis Xavier draws big crowds to this church in late November and early December. It kicks off with a 9-day novena and open-air masses before concluding with the major holiday on December 3rd. At 4, Portuguese-Indian Restaurants. Food is a major attraction in Goa. This part of India has a distinctive cuisine that blends Portuguese and Goan flavours, setting it apart from all the other food around India. Expect fiery flavours, fresh-caught seafood and an abundance of coconut in the dishes. You can't leave Goa without trying its signature dish, vindaloo, a super hot meat curry made with palm vinegar and dried red chili peppers. Hospadaria Venite in the capital of Goa, Panaji, wows tourists with its mouth-watering vindaloo. Dominic, a Benaolim Beach mainstay, is another favourite spot for vindaloo, plus it offers front-row seats for world-class sunsets. Another Goan specialty is jacuti, a rich curry with poppy seeds, chili and coconut. Try it at Suza Lobo, a beachfront restaurant in Kalagunti, or Fat Fish, love the name, a well-trafficked spot in Baga. Tourists hankering for some fresh seafood are spoiled for choice around Goa. Zebop on Utorda Beach offers delightful fish curry, prawn stew and mackerel doused with spicy red sauce. You also can't go wrong with dinner at Copperleaf. The upscale restaurant in Povorim has a fish thali that you'll be dreaming about long after you've finished. Oh, that's got me going. At 3, Tanshikar's Working Spice Farm. South India has been known for its abundance of spices like black pepper, cardamom and cloves for centuries. In fact, these natural flavourings were a major appeal for Portuguese traders who came to Goa hundreds of years ago. Tourists can see what the local spice scene is all about by touring Tanshikar's Working Spice Farm and Ecological Rest House. The agritourism attraction grows 7 different spices: pepper, vanilla, nutmeg, turmeric, cardamom and chili, using totally organic farming methods. Tours of the farm, often led by its owner, will give you an in-depth understanding of these flavour-charged crops and a chance to see some of the other products like betel nut, coffee beans, pineapple and banana grown on the premises. Tanshikars also keeps bees and produces its own all-natural honey. Spice farm tours aren't the only fun thing to do at Tanshikars. Guests can also take a vegetarian cooking class, visit a bubbly lake, trek to Mainapi waterfall and train to become a yoga teacher. It's an attraction that has something for everyone. At 2, beaches off the beaten path. While known for their spectacular scenery, the popular beaches in Goa tend to get crowded during high season, leaving some travellers eager for a quieter natural escape. Fortunately, Goa brims with undiscovered beach attractions and things to do that give you some distance from the throngs of tourists while still treating you to glorious sand and surf. One of the best hidden gems in Goa is Butterfly Beach. It has a curving expanse of sand flanked by boulders that create a postcard-worthy cove, brimming with butterflies and blossoms. It's also a great spot to watch dolphins swim in the distance. You'll need to embark on a boat ride from Palolem Beach or Agonda Beach or tackle a challenging forest hike to reach Butterfly Beach, but the obstacles to getting here help to thin out the crowds. You might even have the place to yourself. While more developed than Butterfly Beach, Uttorda Beach is another stunning getaway from the more crowded beaches around Goa. It features clean blue water, silky sand and a few small beach shacks. Look closely as you wade in the water and you may spot some small starfish. And finally, at number 1, popular beaches. Beaches play a starring role among the attractions in Goa, contributing why it's one of the best places to visit in India. Nearly every tourist who visits the area spends a day at Palolem Beach, a crescent-shaped stretch of white sand that overlooks the Arabian Sea in South Goa. While simply hanging out and soaking up the scenery is a perfect way to enjoy this beautiful area, Palolem Beach also offers an array of activities to fill your time. Choose from kayaking, yoga classes, dolphin sightseeing trips and swimming. You can also spend the night in one of Palolem's rustic cocoa huts, which are erected at the start of the high season. Culver Beach is another one of the most famous beaches in Goa, especially among Indian tourists. It has swaying palms and a broad stretch of bronze sand, where you'll occasionally see herds of cows sunbathing next to tourists. Now that's something I'd like to see. You can rent jet skis, hop on a thrilling banana boat ride, and get a bird's-eye view of the beach on a parasailing adventure. Homestay accommodations in the area will give you an authentic local-style experience, plus easy access to Culver Beach. And there you have the top 10 rated attractions and places to visit in Goa. Did you like what you saw? Let us know in the comments down below. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fantastic travel guides. See you next time.